don't like people. I'm sorry, I don't. That's just who I am.
Talk to me about that. What do you mean you don't like people?
I just don't like being around a bunch of people, and it's kind of ironic because I can go out in an arena full of 20,000 people and be all right with it, only because I feel like I feel like I'm in this dome and I'm protected, but you get me out in public or anywhere around a bunch of people, and I don't do well.
Are you
like that.
antisocial, or is it I don't want to say a phobia? Is it just
It's not a phobia. No, I just don't. I get
you
uncomfortable.
don't mix well with others for a shoot?
No, I don't play well.
And it's
Nope.
not like you're trying to be. That's just who you are.
That's just who I am. That's why I live out in the middle of nowhere. That's why I got a 8-foot fence around my property. That's why I shut the gate when I come and go. That's just who I am.
Good YouTube, it's your boy Trev, and I'm back with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip there, because that's going to be the subject matter of today's video. Because I saw that little clip right there by Brock Lesnar, and if you don't know Brock Lesnar, he's one of the best wrestlers in the WWE. He's also a UFC champion. He's been in movies, he's been famous, he's a NCAA wrestler, which I heard about him through wrestling, because I'm a WWE fan. I'm a big WWE fan, and I'm also a big amateur wrestling fan. I also did wrestling in high school. So if you haven't heard about Brock Lesnar, you've been living under a rock. And I just wanted to post that little clip and talk about that clip, because he's kind of similar to me in a sense, because I like that he's introverted and he's like comfortable in his own skin, even though he doesn't like being around people. He kind of lives life according to his principles. He's made a lot of money. He has a nice farm, he fishes, he does what he likes, he has a beautiful family, beautiful wife, and, he's just a little bit introverted, so a lot of people get him kind of twisted, and, he's similar to me in a sense, because, he doesn't really like being around people a lot, but he's very successful, and, when he turns it on, he turns it on, and my WWE fans, we know, because when he has a good match, it's like a classic every time. Just look at his match versus Eddie Guerrero or anybody like that, and you can see when Brock really gives a damn, he gives a damn. But, I want to talk about being kind of introverted, because I've developed into that way. Because originally, I wasn't necessarily like an introverted person like I am now, but, life experiences and just basically going through life and learning how to read people's intentions, I become sort of introverted in a sense, because I don't really like being around the crowd that much, because most of my life, I've been kind of like a popular guy that plays sports. I've always kind of been in the spotlight, or I've kind of been the life of the party, like wherever I'm at, because, I was a lit guy, and I still am kind of, but, now I kind of like to keep to myself. I kind of mess with who I mess with. And, a lot of people, they're more extroverted and they're more outgoing, so they don't necessarily appreciate or understand that. And they also get me kind of twisted, because they think like, oh, I don't like people. And in a sense, I don't like people, but, I do like people, because I like to be around people. I like to conversate. I like to socialize and basically be a regular human being, because that's part of being a functioning human being, is socializing. But I think a lot of people get extroverted people messed up, because they think we're just analytical and we don't give a fuck and we're indifferent. We could just say, let the world burn. But that's not the case, because we just like to keep to ourselves. We like to analyze the situation, and we like to change. And I just wanted to talk about my sort of shift to that kind of like introversion from being extroverted, because it's a lot of like pressure. And, a lot of people don't necessarily understand that pressure, because it's like I didn't understand it myself until I sat down during 2020 and I thought with myself, and I got my own thoughts, and I reflected on my life, and I said, yo, I don't like doing this no more, so I'm going to do things this way. I'm going to do things that are more suitable to me, and I'm going to grow from that. And then if people don't like it, I don't care, because it's like people are going to misunderstand you in life anyway, but you got to navigate through that minefield and kind of be a person that's true to yourself, because you don't ever want to wear a mask. And one thing I respect about Brock, he doesn't wear a mask. He doesn't hide his intentions. He's just a very straightforward person. And a lot of people don't like that, because they want you to sugarcoat the BS in life, and they want you to say, oh, I'm the life of the party, I'm the life of this, I'm going to be this, I'm lit, this and that. But that might not necessarily be you. And you shouldn't never try to be something you're not. So, I always got to respect Brock for being true to himself and, just his morals and his principles and his philosophy. And I also got to put the mirror on extroverted people, because, they deal with a lot of pressure every day. And, since I was a former extroverted person, and, it's a lot of pressure to be in the spotlight, to talk to people, and to be that person that everybody expects and goes to for energy. Because, you know, you may give off that energy, but all people do is suck that energy up, and you don't have that energy for yourself anymore because you're so outgoing. And, you know, that might just be you. But, you know, for me, it was very draining for me because I had to deal with a lot of people in my ear when I was really popular and lit. But, you know, now I kind of have that balance and that stability in my life because I became more extroverted and I learned from that. And then honestly, being introverted is the way to go because you kind of just go about your business and you kind of just do your thing and nobody really bothers you. You don't bother them. But, you know, sometimes people in today's society, they don't understand or appreciate that because it's always instant gratification. I want this, and they don't understand the finer points in life. And I think we all can learn that from me and from Brock because, you know, life is a continuous source of development. You may be one way when you're younger and it become a completely different thing when you're older because, you know, life kind of shapes you into what you are meant to become. And you got to be kind of formless like water. If you guys are Bruce Lee fans, you know what I did there. But, you know, that's really what I wanted to talk about because it was an interesting clip. And I feel like a lot of people misinterpret Brock Lesnar because, you know, they just see him, this big hunking guy, you know, with a beard and a cowboy hat, and they just think, oh, he's like a redneck. And it's like, no, he's not a redneck. He's a person who kind of keeps to himself, and there's nothing wrong with that. He just goes there, he fights, he gets paid, he fishes, he hunts, he lives with his family, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And, you know, people got to stop being so judgmental to people who are different or who are changing and, you know, just kind of understand and appreciate what we have in the moment. Because, you know, these type of people make the world different. And, you know, if we were all the same and we were all carbon copies, it would be very boring to live in this world. And, you know, it already kind of is because people are the same and they want to be what they see on social media. And, you know, that's just copycat central. So social media is copycat central. And I'm going to probably make a video on that because I see this so much in society and I feel like it's a good topic I should touch on. But anyway, that's my video for today. I wanted you to kind of discuss that. And, you know, you guys can like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to probably react to more videos and just get more things going. I just wanted to get the ball rolling because I missed out on my 2-day streak. Usually I post a video every 2 days, but I missed out today because, you know, obligations and I'm learning something new. But I'm going to get back to my regularly scheduled program and I'm going to do me. All right. So y'all have a good one.